Introducing Advanced Insights from PatchMyPC. Advanced Insights is a modern responsive dashboard portal for your Configuration Manager data. We can use Advanced Insights to provide a better view of the data that Configuration Manager holds, making this more accessible to a wider audience in your organisation. As well as presenting a friendlier view of this data, we can also use Advanced Insights to extend the Configuration Manager dataset to more modern operating system properties, and we can build on that data through integration with first-party and third-party APIs for security, warranty, support information, and much more. Let's take a look at that now. The first view that you'll see on logging into Advanced Insights is the top-level Home dashboard. This is a summary view which focuses on client health, the status of your software update environment, and we can see information from Configuration Manager about your managed devices. Details for software distribution and required software updates will also be shown, and we'll show other properties including the versions of Windows and Office that you're running, software update health, and other information about software update compliance. Some of these charts are more data dense than others. You can see here, for example, with the Windows OS servicing chart, that we can pivot from showing the supported versions of the operating systems to various different metrics. Wherever you see a chart like this, you can always click on the individual segments to surface the data that's been used to construct that chart, and you can view the chart data that's used to construct the complete chart. For example, here I can see one device with an expired version of Windows 10, and I can see that it's Windows 10 Enterprise 1909 in the semi-annual channel. As well as these top-level dashboard objects, we have dedicated areas associated with all of the other disciplines that we have in Configuration Manager. Our presentation of the data in this way is our commitment to making Configuration Manager more usable in your organisation. So let's take a look at the Software Update dashboard. This page will show you the health of your software update synchronization point, any updates that may be required deployment, and you can scroll back through your software update compliance for updates which have been deployed in previous months. So for example, if I wanted to find out why my compliance is still only amber for February 2023, then I can click on the statistic and get a list of all the software updates which are deployed that month and their compliance. Where you see something which is of interest, you can always drill in for additional information. Here we can see that there are two devices which require an update for Windows 11. I can drill in further and see the specifics for that individual update. Advanced Insights will show me the devices which are missing this update and metadata associated with it. I can also see the other details about the update, its size, software update group memberships, how those software updates are deployed. Here I can see the deployment that's configured for this particular update, and if I want to see the deployment status data, then I can again click through for further information. I see here that this one machine is still installing this update, and this other has failed to install it. A key feature of Advanced Insights is always to be able to further investigate where required. If I want to see the details of this individual machine and why it's failed to install that update, then wherever I see a computer name in the interface, I can always click on that computer name and see further details about that individual machine. Advanced Insights clearly shows this machine completed a software update scan recently, and I can see that it's on a current version of the software update catalogue, so everything is looking good here. There are some updates which are required, some of which are from the PatchMyPC catalogue, and others are Microsoft updates. At this point, the appropriate thing for me to do may be to instruct this machine to perform an evaluation of its software update deployments. With Advanced Insights, I can push a task to that device and have it carry out this action, or perhaps request a restart if required. I can also invoke a remote control session with the client from here, if that would be the appropriate thing to do. This is a good example of using a dashboard summary view and being able to quickly filter and drill through to a client computer and then take action against that device. The next area that I want to look at is where we're extending the native inventory data in Configuration Manager to add interesting and modern operating system properties. In this example, we've instructed our clients to scan the Microsoft Update catalogue. This helps us to spot where we might have missed products in our software update configuration. For example, here we can see Office 2013 updates which are required. If I didn't know that I had Office 2013 products deployed and I haven't enabled that product in my software update point, I'll never know that those updates are missing, and so this function helps to bridge that gap. We're also going to bring in details about driver updates applicable to the environment. Hardware vendors include driver updates in the Microsoft Update Catalog, but these are not commonly included in Configuration Manager because the dataset is very large. So Advanced Insights Inventory Extensions helps us to stay on top of driver updates too. We also include hardware inventory properties which Configuration Manager is missing but which are useful. For example, here we present a view of manufacturers and models of monitors. We can also see the different connection types and sizes. If I want to view the monitor configuration of a specific client, I can see all of that detail here. I can see that for this particular computer, the user has their internal laptop display and two external monitors, both of which are manufactured by Dell, and those are connected over DisplayPort. In a support scenario, providing assistance to an end user, perhaps helping them with connectivity or monitor replacement, I can get really rich data here. Advanced Insights also has detail about battery health. I can see that this device is starting to lose some of its battery capacity. I can also get details about SSD disk health. So if we're starting to see disks wearing out, then we'll surface that data here. Advanced Insights Inventory Extensions bring additional inventory properties across newer classes that are available in the modern operating systems which Configuration Manager has not kept up with. The third area that's a big focus of PatchMyPC is to build on the dataset the Configuration Manager hosts by integrating first-party APIs which we construct and host ourselves and third-party APIs in order to derive more value from the dataset. A leading example of this is our Threat Analytics dashboard. Here we take software update information from Configuration Manager and merge that data with CVE info from the Microsoft Security Research Center and NIST. We pull information about CVD risk in the environment. As you can see here, there are 11 devices which are affected by critical Microsoft CVEs. There are 15 Microsoft updates that I should deploy in order to address those risks. Our primary aim in this page is to provide you with good visibility as to where the risk in your environment lies because of your software update compliance state and enable you to act on the greatest risk most appropriately. When we view an individual CVE, what we will show you is what your exposure is. These are the affected devices on the left here. We indicate the appropriate remediation, so in this instance we need to deploy this list of software updates to these devices. We will show you the other remediations which are associated with this CVE, but most of these will not be appropriate for the environment. You can see here that there's updates for ARM and other platforms which you don't need to support as we don't have those in our environment. And there's a lot of software updates referenced here that we simply don't have synced into our software update point because they're not for platforms that we work with. As we saw with the previous software update views, if you want to get additional details about the devices which require this or their state, you can drill through for additional information. So here we can see the devices that are missing this update. If I want to drill in further and begin to take action against these clients as we saw before, I can drop into this interface, see the set of updates required on this client, and if I wanted to, I could get it to refresh its software update status or perform a deployment. The Threat Analytics dashboard shows the security issues in the environment. We provide that information for the Microsoft Update landscape. This is a list of data which we create from the Microsoft Security Research Center API. And then, because we have the full PatchMyPC catalogue available to us, we provide the same dataset for our catalogue as well. This table surfaces the risk profile for all of the updates with CVEs associated with them in our catalogue. To see this particular Chrome update requirement, we can click through here to view the details of that CVE, list the appropriate actions, and begin to move on to remediate them right here in the portal. Advanced Insights integrates with other third-party APIs too. A further example of this is in our warranty service. Here we can see devices which are supported by our warranty service, so at the moment that will be Dell, Lenovo and Toshiba devices. We can view warranty status for those clients, which allows us to proactively support devices of course, but also provides us with useful information about things like device age, ship date, etc. This data is automatically updated, so as new devices are added in the environment, we will automatically interrogate the warranties for those, and we can also force a recrash of the warranty data right here in the interface. What we have shown you in this demo is that Advanced Insights presents the data that Configuration Manager hosts in an intuitive and attractive way. We extend the data with our custom inventory classes, and we further enhance Configuration Manager through integration with third-party APIs. There are lots of other views and functionality built into the Advanced Insights product. For example, here we're looking at our Content Sources dashboard, which provides a detailed view of which clients are accessing specific content from which locations, including caching technologies, cloud distribution points, and on-premise servers. We have lots of other views and charts on additional data sets. There's no native reporting for operating system deployment in Configuration Manager, and so Advanced Insights will show you a chart and reports where there are issues with the task sequence, operating system deployment, and much more. That brings us to the conclusion of my demo for today. Thank you for watching, and please check out patchmypc.com for more information.